All right, guys, BKFC 76. And if you haven't heard, now you have. It is official. Jonathan, Dwight, Edwards, Bones Jones has retired from the sport of MMA, relinquished the heavyweight championship, and Tom Aspinall is the undisputed heavyweight champion. My God. All right, guys, we got fights. BKFC Texas. How fucking crazy is it going to be there tonight? Texas is already crazy. Bare knuckle boxing is crazy. Now you got bare knuckle boxing in Texas, and this guy, this is a real beard and mustache. Oh my God, this guy's face, it looks like you cut off half of the face of a stuffed animal and then glued it to his face. Willie Gates, baby. Out of Fontana, California. Willie fucking Gates. Tommy Morrison's son's fighting tonight. Kenzie Morrison. The grand nephew of the Duke, John Wayne. Yeah, guys they are practicing, they are training bare knuckle all over the country, waiting for it to come to their city or their state. And there's a bunch of these guys here in Texas that have been waiting for it to come here, and they're ready. Mark Caloyo is the referee tonight. Round hasn't started yet. I'm just making sure our timer's ready. Oh, it's starting now. On the line. But oh, what a left hook! That's a knockdown. No, they're saying the fight on. It looked like Meness is... Oh, and Willie Gates knocks Meness down. What is this referee? There it is. Willie Gates with a quick knockdown inside the first 15 seconds. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. This is a sloppy, drunken bar brawl, and I am happy to be watching it. How fucking entertaining is this? Holy jeez. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. Oh! And here comes Meness with a combination uppercuts in the corner. What a first action-packed minute. There's 3 uppercuts from Willie Gates. Oh my goodness, Willie Gates going nuts in the corner. Giving Meness all he could handle. They're going to say that's a knockdown. I think there was maybe some punches behind the back of the head, too. But it is all over. The referee says he's tired of seeing Meness get his ass beat. And Willie Gates looking like a senior citizen Pokemon. Mr. Willie Gates. Hey, what's up, PBR? Holy shit, Tommy Gunn Morrison. Son is fighting on this card. Yep, Kenzie Morrison, you are correct. Happy Saturday. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up, my friends? Everybody hit that like, hit that share button. Let's let everybody know that we are live. Let me get this over to Mr. Billy Hughes, and we will share it in the Facebook. Oh, man, a Willie Gates just spit all over everyone. That's a super spreader. 124 of the first round. This guy's got to have an interesting personality.
You put on the pressure immediately on your opponent, and it paid off.
Always bet on black.
Incredible, man. You stepped in there, you looked really
Of course, he's got to say something fun.
What's the future look like for Willie Gates and BKFC?
Well, everybody know me now, so hey, film it. I want all the good guys. I'm trying to take that belt. I don't know who the champion is right now, but give me a year, it's gonna be me. Hey, all praise to God. I love you. I love my wife. I love my team. Thank you, everybody. Let's go, Texas!
Willie Gates, everybody. Woo!
That high pedigree, that high level fight that he has, and he showed it in that fight. Landed good, clean, crisp punches, and did a lot of damage in that fight.
Brandon Meness says.
All right, one fight down, many more to go.
Moment you've been waiting for. What mentally are you taking into that ring tonight?
You know, I was able to compartmentalize some of the things that held me back most of my life, and for me to be able to have the opportunity to take that compartment and take it into the
yeah, Jessica, I fighting tonight. Maria Agapoyo.
So you don't get to train much without gloves. You wear the gloves during camp. They're coming off tonight. What are you looking forward to with those gloves off? Are you going to put those knuckles to some?
Let's see, what is our next fight, though? Castillo and Heffernan. That was bantamweights. Willie Gates is a damn, he's got some pop for a bantamweight. We got lightweights up next. Paco, Castillo, Jake Heffernan. Paco. We got Paco and Paco versus Jake. Jake Heffer. All right, Paco versus the Heifer. And here comes Jake Heffernan. You think that Arlovski get... I don't know, man. I gotta tell you, it's his bare knuckle debut. Josh Copeland's 2-1. His only loss in BKFC is to Ben Rothwell. I almost didn't stream this because I would have went to the casino. I almost went to the casino and bet on Josh Copeland as a 2-1 underdog. I really think Josh Copeland's got a good chance of winning this tonight. The boxer Tommy Gun Morrison's son is fighting on this card. Can't wait to see his fight. Me too, man. BKFC is always so entertaining. And out of the blue corner, out of Houston, Texas, Jake Heffernan. I guess it's not Hefferman. That would be a funnier name. The Hefferman. But it's Heffernan. Oh, and Castillo going nuts with uppercuts here early. And there's now Hefferman's with the uppercut. Uppercut seems to be the weapon of choice tonight. There's 4 uppercuts in a row. There's a good right and left hook there from Castillo. They are swinging for the fences. Oh, big right hooks from Castillo. Big combination there from Heffernan. Yeah, this is a back and forth, and it's over. Heffernan finishes, and Kerry Hatley is forced to stop this fight as Paco Castillo turns his back. That's a no-no. You cannot turn your back. He should have taken a knee. If he would have taken a knee, he most likely would have been able to continue to keep fighting. And Castillo, great effort. I mean, his face is cut to pieces, but like I said, you can't turn your back like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Kerry Hatley, steps in calling a stop to the fight. At 1 minute 54 seconds, round one. For your winner, by TKO, Trey, the Grinder.
The Grinder, I don't know if that's a good nickname nowadays, though, the Grinder.
That opening 20
I don't know.
looked like Don Fry and Takayama from Pride, man. Even Sean Wheelock called that out. That was awesome. Way to kick things off, man. How did it feel, man? First time out here with the BKFC.
Hey, man, I'm so happy to be at this inaugural Texas BKFC fight. I am so incredibly happy. Hands up, chin tuck, and make them bleed. Let's go.
You know, listen, a performance like that, man.
That was a hell of a performance for sure.
Is that the plan? Do you want to keep going?
Damn, when is Kenzie Morrison fighting on this? Let's see. We got welterweights next, Whitney and Hinton. Garrett Wilson, alone versus Orr.
Texas, you just see 4 straight knockouts. That's what we do. More to come, baby.
And Heffernan, you like it when somebody does exactly what they say. He did what he does best. He gets inside, he roughs you up. We've had a lot of guys with success doing so, Sean. Is he the next one to make it far? We'll see.
UFC bantamweight Ricky Tercio celebrating with his friend and teammate Jake Heffernan. 100% from Paco Castillo.
All right, Whitney versus Hinton next. Whitney making his professional debut in bare knuckle. Hinton 1-0 in BKFC. All right, Darren, Whitney, Rodney, Hinton. All right, who's taking this one, Robert? All right, 7 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. We got the Silence of the Lambs mask on here. I love it. Dude, don't use up too much energy before you get in that cage. Bare knuckle boxing takes a lot of energy. You see some of these guys gassing out after 1 or 2 minutes. What a tragic story Tommy Morrison is, but hey, at least he got to live the good life for a time. Yeah, if he'd have just worn a condom, he probably could have lived it a lot longer, but remember when he was boxing with AIDS and people were like, wait, what's going on here? Like, everybody's going to get AIDS. And I still don't know if we really know for sure how much everyone was put at risk. got some excited Texas boys up in here. Mike, if you wore a condom, we wouldn't get to see a sun fight tonight. Fair. Sometimes that's how the world comes around. Touche. Do I have to legally stream this? It is. The prelims were free on YouTube. This isn't even on the BKFC channel. So if you pay for the monthly BKFC, you still have to have the zone to watch this one, which is dumb as shit. All right, out of the blue corner, out of Hudson, Florida, Rodney Hinton. What's up, Torn Brown in the house? It's okay. I'm working on something to get everybody hooked up, so everybody be patient. I'm working on a deal to get everybody cheaper magic boxes. I don't blame Jones for retiring, to be honest. No, not at all. At the end of the day, I don't blame him for retiring at all. I just blame him for dragging it out. Dan Mergliotta, the referee here. Hey, not everybody made it to Baku. We had Kerry Hatley. We had Dan Mergliotta. Hey, they asked me, do I want to go to Baku right now or do I want to go to Texas? I'm going to say they're both war zones, so flip a coin. No, I'd probably pick Texas. Oh, what a 1-2 out of the gate from Hinton.
See how this is now assessed by Dan Mergliotta. The knockdown will count. And now this is going to be time called, I believe, by Dan Mergliotta immediately to the 1-point deduction.
Oh, wait.
So to clarify, the knockdown counts. The 1-point deduction given by Mergliotta to Hinton for punching the grounded Whitney.
Okay, so the knockdown counts, but Hinton hit him on the ground, so that's a point. Oh, Hinton don't give a shit. Whitney's calling him in, too. These bad boys are not wasting time. Big right hook there from Hinton. Oh, man. Hinton's just going nuts right now, though. Whitney running out of resistance power. Yeah. Oh, look at this! Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Darren Whitney comes back with a 5-punch explosion and knocks Hinton down. What a dramatic first round. Both fighters going down. Both fighters looking in control at different times. A point taken away from Rodney Hinton for punching Whitney while he was down. Oh my. Man goes down in 5 seconds. Classic BKFC, right? I believe Roundtree should fight Yuri next. Dude, that'd be a great fight. 'Cause rumor has it, Alex and Magmanov, it could be at MSB in November. At MSG, yes. Black zero defense. Oh, dude, this fight is awesome. Yeah, this is a sick ass fight. Oh, man. Back and forth it goes. Who's got more left in the gas tank? I don't know. Oh, there's a good 1-2 from Hinton. And Hinton with the right hook to the body. And Whitney coming back here. Oh, big left hook there from Whitney. I don't think either one of these guys has much defense to speak of, Wyatt. Oh, big left hook there from Whitney. Hinton coming back with a huge combination. Body and head. Oh, he is unleashing this. And, oh, Whitney's blocking a lot of these, though. And he comes back with a combination. Oh, my goodness. And they are swinging to the bell. This is absolutely incredible. Oh, my goodness. Starting in the third round where it left off in the second, landing bombs from both men. BKFC is always entertaining. Yes, sir. Leonard Bad Boy Garcia, he was awesome to watch fight. Oh, yeah. Both of these guys, this is like a Leonard Garcia fight tonight. There's a good right hand there from Hinton. Whitney answers. There's another good left hand up from Hinton. Oh, and Hinton unloading. Whitney's got to answer here. This fight could be stopped. There's a right hand from Whitney, and he calls Hinton to come back in. But he's not blocking as many of these shots as he was. Dan Mergliata watching this very closely now. And I was losing, but I feel the white dude is going to get a finish. Man's defense is atrocious. He might, man. I don't know, though. Whitney's got a mask of blood going on right now. And there's a combination that from Whitney right after I say that, though. Yeah, this is right hand and a left hook. What a war. Double jab from Whitney. He's got Hinton up against the ropes. Oh, now? Now Hinton showing some head movement. For the first time. Oh, good hooks to the body from Hinton. Big, big round for Rodney Hinton. He's just got to worry about gassing. On Whitney's side, he's got to worry about this fight getting stopped from his face being a cut-up mess. Oh, I think Whitney might be thinking about quitting here. His corner just yells, "You're fine." If you'd stop backing up, I don't know. Don't quit this fight, man. A couple good left hands there from Hinton. There's a left hand from Whitney. Uppercut. Whitney going crazy. The combination. Now Hinton coming back. Landed big shots. How are these guys still standing? How are these guys still fighting? Oh, big left hook there from Whitney.
Fucking minutes, Darren. 2 minutes. I need you to fucking sprint. We're losing this right now. We gotta go forward and slow our rebound.
Oh, big right hand from Hinton upstairs, left hook to the body. And there's a combination from Whitney. Whitney, I think, needs a finish here. Because Hinton's had... They've each had a knockdown, but Hinton's had really good rounds. Rounds 3 and 4, I think he dominated. There's a good right hook there for Hinton. Man, these guys are going to punch it out to the final bell. This is just crazy. And I feel like Hinton. Oh man, they are swinging to the final bell. Wow, what a combination by Whitney at the bell. Hinton continuing to throw forward. It felt like both of those guys got better as the fight went on, too. Both guys. Like, they didn't show they were getting tired. They didn't show their defense was getting worse. Like, it was getting better. Their defense was getting better on both sides. Their accuracy was getting better. BKFC reminds me of UFC war. UFC back in 2005. What wars they had. Yep. Hunter Billy, lower level, no defense, just bleed mentality. Hey, that's why we loved Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward. Like, the defense was not there in those fights. Like, at all. Lightweight, but what is lightweight in BKFC? 165, I think? So wars made UFC big. If there's only way to get BKFC on a larger platform, it would rock it. For sure. 96 strikes landed for Hinton. 72 for Whitney. Hinton over 50% accuracy, though. That's crazy. Knockdowns for each fighter. Oh, but don't forget, Hinton lost that point in the first round for hitting a down opponent. So this could be a draw. Whitney's pretty pudgy for lightweight. Yeah. Probably a little bit. He's got a little around the middle for sure.
I know there's a lot more to this card, Sean, but without a fight like that, you have to feel pretty good. You're doing good enough to get the fight tonight.
I mean, pretty damn muscular for for your average Joe for sure. But main event is for the interim 155-pound title tonight. Hinton won, in my opinion. Yeah, me too, man. I just thought he was going to find an opening given that trash defense. Yeah, so did I. But he started getting some head movement down as the fight went on, which was interesting.
Let's hear your love for these amazing fighters. After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside are all in agreement at 47-46 to the winner by unanimous.
Yeah, it's going to be Hinton 47-46. Close fight, though. Close fight. I mean, good action by both guys. I can't wait to see both of them fight again.
Texas, are you entertained? Rodney, Hinton, come on over here, man. That was an incredible fight, man. You brought the heat right out of the gate. Obviously, at the value, you lost the point, but that did not slow you down. Back and forth. Talk about this war you just had tonight in Texas.
I'm just grateful to God for me and Darren for on this kind of performance for Texas. Save it, Phil. I want to thank you so much for this opportunity. Brandon Gold, happy birthday. I want to leave it now without you in that win. Christian Korea, you're the greatest thing that ever happened to me. You're the best in the world. Thank you for every single thing. Texas, even though y'all was against me, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Rodney Hinton.
What an amazing fight, and Rodney Hinton just keeps getting better. That was his second professional fight. First one was an easy first round knockout, and he really learned a lot in this fight. He's going to be even better in his next outing.
In round number 1, Rodney Hinton dropping Darren Whitney. A 1-point deduction, in essence, negating the knockdown.
We'll say one thing is odd. The ring announcer also is the post-fight interviewer. Imagine Bruce Buffer doing the post-fight interview. Yeah. That's true. I guess they're saving money, huh? I mean, also I know they really like that guy, but... Wyatt, what's up?
I want to know your opinion on Jonathan Meat. What do you got for me?
Oh, man. Why do you have to do that to everybody? If you're going to retire, just fucking retire.
I'm so confused. Like, I actually just don't understand. First off, I don't know if you're still in here, but PBR, you were absolutely right. I was absolutely wrong. I'm glad I didn't take your bet. Good thing I wasn't confident in my opinion there. But, what? I don't understand from the UFC why they would let him just fuck around for so long. I don't understand from Jon Jones why he would choose to fuck around for so long if he kind of knew he was never going to fight him. I don't get it from either side. I'm just lost.
I think there's only one explanation.
Okay.
And
which
that's...
is what, Jon Jones is retarded?
No. Well, I mean, there's that. But the part of Dana not do anything... I mean, Dana, he must have been on Epstein's Island, and somehow Jones knew about it. I mean, he's got to have some
the blackmail thing that you've talked about for so long. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so...
Who would let one of their athletes run their entire organization like that for so long? It just blows my mind.
Because, granted, he was the same with Connor, right? Where he played these massive favorites in terms of, I'll let you do whatever. But Connor also, quadrupled the audience of the promotion.
Yeah, and he also kind of finally grew tired of Connor.
Right. It's just so strange, man. I just don't understand it at all. And then also, from Jones's perspective, because, I mean, you want to look at it from everyone's perspective as much as I don't like the guy. Yeah. I don't get it. What are you doing? What's the prerogative? What's the goal here? Because all you're doing is making people dislike you more, which I can understand that narrative if you want people to dislike you before you fight Aspinall so that there's more hype around the fight. But if you're just fucking around for literally no reason, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's still got to be some play out there, but it doesn't make sense. Do they think that the Ngannou fight's bigger and that's what they're going to try to make on Netflix and all this is... I mean, it starts to sound real conspiratorial. There's not a lot of answers that make sense.
Yeah, and I think our outlook with regards to it being whatever with Netflix or whenever they sign the new deal, I think that's completely wrong. I already kind of thought it was dumb because when I found out that the deal doesn't expire until the end of the year, it's like, why would they wait that long? Because also keep in mind that this has been, 6 months now since Jones fought Stipe, and everyone knew, including Jones, including Stipe, that was not the fight that should happen at that time anyway. It should have been Aspinall from the jump.
Yeah. Stipe even kind of looked like he really wasn't into it the whole time, in my opinion.
Well, dude has got the body of an 83-year-old. Like, I don't know wonder he's not into it. He just wanted to get paid, and that's it.
Oh, they must have paid him so much.
I don't know.
Which fuck, I don't blame him. You know what? Let Jon Jones beat the shit out of me for $5 million or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Why don't you... Billy said some messages here, so why don't you catch up on that?
Okay. Let's see. Jon Jones just found some really amazing coke, so he is hooked up through February. That's possible. As Junkie Jones is walking away from the sport, President doing a speech right now. Yeah, I see that. Did you see that? So Jon Jones announcing his retirement caused Donald Trump to go nuts and bomb Iran. Like, talk about shit that doesn't make sense.
Wait. So we just started World War III and nobody told me? Is that
so while we were all distracted with that, Trump just announced, I guess a couple hours ago, they're bombing nuclear facilities in Iran. Like not Israel, like the U.S. is bombing. Yeah.
Holy fuck. Okay. That's a lot.
Right?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Well, I guess Jon Jones doesn't really matter anymore, huh?
Like, what can you even do for movies and TV anymore? It's just watch the fucking news for an hour, and
Well, we just don't we don't need fiction anymore. I think that's where we're at. Everything can be non-fiction moving forward.
Yeah. Oh man,
But so tell me this, Billy, anybody in the chat, Mike, why do you think that Jones was just waiting in limbo for so long in spite of all the pressure from everybody to give an answer one way or the other? Why do you think that was the case? What's the goal or what's the benefit for him in doing that?
I have no idea now. I think there's just way too much that we don't. There's got to be stuff that we don't know.
But if he's blackmailing Dana, right? Because dude, I wouldn't be shocked at this point. Not a bad little conspiracy.
Yeah, it was a joke for a long time, and then the longer time's gone by, I was like, holy shit, maybe he is.
But so if that's the case, how does that make more sense?
I mean, all the shit that he's gotten away with through the years, I guess. But, yeah, as far as Jon Jones, none of it makes sense. I don't know why he did any of that shit.
Through the years, I guess. What kind of, but it's just making people dislike him and care less about his legacy. And the other thing that I really want to bring up, Anthony Smith, right? Anthony Smith, who, was a journeyman in the UFC and had a little streak that got him a title shot because that division was so shit.
Yeah.
But this man he's going to hell and back with fucking 45-year-old Hector Lombard, who's 5'4" and shit. He's not very good. And then he quits his last 3 fights in a row.
Yeah.
In spite of that, in spite of losing, in spite of literally having a mental breakdown in his retirement fight afterwards and screaming at the crowd, they give him this big, beautiful, send-off, right? Similar to Robbie Lawler showing all his highlights, which there weren't really any. And all this people talking about how great he is and stuff, right? And then what do they do for Jon Jones? One sentence, Jones is retired, Aspinall's the new champion. Next question. Dude, he's not even just the greatest UFC fighter ever. He's the greatest person to ever fight in mixed martial arts. He's the best ever at this sport.
Yeah, I don't think you can really argue that. Yeah, I think I imagine there's going to be something, but I don't know. It's just so strange. And I don't know if Dana eventually, like, kind of break contact with him if he doesn't come back. I don't know. Because, I mean, you know about, like, Frank Shamrock. Like, he was one of the greatest fighters probably ever. He's erased from everything. I mean, much different situation, I suppose, but...
I think he's a fucking maniac and probably a really dangerous person in general, though. Like, more so than even Jones. Like, I think he might be a fucking serial killer.
Oh,
Frank Shamrock? Frank Shamrock's insane.
He's a wild man for sure. Man, are you watching this thing, Garrett and Wilson?
Yeah, it looks like two big fat pigs smashing each other up in the pig pen right now.
Dude, we could be watching these guys fight at a local bar right now, and it would be, like, the same.
That guy's got some big old titties right there.
Yeah, he does.
Dude, what the fuck is this, dude? I mean, great, they've both been knocked down. But, like, there's no strategy. There's
45 seconds in, they've both been on the canvas.
There's no anything. They're just swinging.
Oh, man, that was a hard right hook. But, yeah, no defense. There's another knockdown. 3 knockdowns in a minute.
All right, guys, we're getting sidetracked here, so let me catch up a little bit. PBR, didn't you guys see me say that at the beginning of the post? See you say what? Oh, just the stuff with Jones? Yeah, dude, I was saying that you were right with all of that.
Yeah, you've been saying from the beginning the fight wouldn't happen.
So, good on you. I didn't understand the perspective from either side, from the UFC or from Jones. And
Jesus, Wilson's going to die here.
Well, it happens, man.
Darren just hit him with, like, 10 bombs. Like, these aren't lightweights. These are fucking heavyweights.
There's too much going on, Mike. There's these 2 giant fat guys beating the shit out of each other. There's Jon Jones. There's PBR. There's fucking World War III. Like, this is just a lot right now, okay?
Oh, right.
When did Jones say he was leaving? Like, right after the event. Or, well, I don't know, but that's when Dana announced it.
Yeah.
And Dana, from what I remember, Dana literally said, yeah, so John called me last night and said he's done, and that's it. It's like, does this guy control everything? Is he your boss? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right? Because Dana was still acting like this fight was still a go, like, yesterday.
Yeah, like it was guaranteed. He's just waiting for a date or something. But it was literally like he was talking to his boss. It's like, hey, Dana, sorry, man, it's not going to work out for us this time. You know, maybe, put in some more work. You got another opportunity there, Dana.
Yeah.
But right now.
Yeah, I mean, because how much credibility does Dana White and the UFC lose in this? I think quite a bit.
Dude, Dana's promoting, like, the highest level boxing matches right now. Is he even part of the UFC anymore? He's literally the main promoter for Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. He's not even part of the UFC.
Yeah, that's true. I think, and you tell me what you think on that. I think obviously he's going to make a ton of money on it. He's wanted to be in boxing. But Netflix, I think maybe this is kind of a test run to see if they're interested in the UFC. Like, okay, let's put on this big boxing match and see if it explodes like we think it will. Like, are combat sports as hot as we think they might be?
Okay, so there's something flawed with how you're looking at this, though, which is that there's still logic in the world. Have you not been listening to what we've been saying for the last 10 minutes? There's no logic anymore. Nothing makes any sense.
This is before we bombed Iran, yeah.
If you're trying to view things logically, I think you need to look at it from a different perspective. I think that's where we're at now. All right, Maverick 77 defender. Aspinall will now duck Cyril Gone. Jones is playing chess. Jones is playing chess. Dude, he just left. He left the board, man. Somebody else is playing.
What kind of chess game is this?
Man.
Speaking of, do you watch Sunny in Philadelphia? This is going somewhere, I promise.
I haven't watched much of it. I've seen probably 5 episodes ever.
Oh, God damn it. I was hoping you'd seen the chess one.
No, I have not.
Okay. For anybody that seen the chess one, I just watched it the other night.
Okay.
It was freaking hilarious. I'm not sure how to relate it to the conversation if you haven't seen it, though.
Okay.
Anyways.
With regards to Maverick saying Aspinall will now duck Cyril Gone, I think that's probably the fight that's going to happen. Because they've both ducked each other. Because Gone ducked Aspinall, and then Aspinall returned the favor. So I think
it's just not a fight I'm interested in.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I was talking to a friend about this recently.
Yeah.
if you look at who's going to fight Aspinall next, because this was before any of the Jones news, but we kind of just forgot that guy existed anymore.
Yeah.
Who's he going to fight next if it's not Jon? And the number one person people say is gone. And my thing is, where's the path to victory for Ciryl Gane?
Yeah, that's the reason I said I'm not interested.
Because, he's a point fighter, very athletic, very light on his feet. I don't know how you're going to outpoint somebody who's faster than you and is going to be able to take you down and has an enormous grappling advantage.
Yeah.
Your way of beating him should be to try to knock him out, but Ciryl Gane barely, light TKOs, and I just don't see that happening.
Yeah. The only thing I think anybody can learn from that match is if Ciryl Gane goes in and beats Aspinall. Then people will be like, oh, look, he was never a challenge. Which I don't think is going to happen.
Happens, that's the worst thing to ever happen, though. Because we got this guy who's... Also, does Ciryl Gane train anymore? Genuinely.
No, he's doing movies, he's doing TV.
Movies, TV, commercials, and he clearly never enjoyed grappling training. That was quite obvious. So, has he grappled since? Probably not.
Right.
It's just stupid. So that guy as the champ would be horrible. Plus, that's incredibly unfair to Aspinall. Even if he gets outclassed by Gane, which seems impossible in my brain. That's so unfair for all that Aspinall's had to put up with.
Yeah. You'd almost have to have a fluke injury like you did against Curtis Blades.
Pretty much. Or he just gets caught and does get knocked out. I just have a really hard time seeing that. PBR, was it just now? So it was right after the card today. So was that maybe 3 p.m.? Sorry, in Pacific Standard Time, is that 3 p.m.?
Yeah.
That Dana announced it.
Yeah, it was around that time, 3:30, yeah.
So.
PBR says, why do you say Shamrock was nuts?
Oh my God!
I don't know that much about it. I know he tied a dog to a sign at an airport because he didn't want to take it with him, or he tied it there until he came back.
All you got to do, man, listen to any podcast where Frank Shamrock talks about his life, and you're like, oh yeah, get me away from that man. He's just a danger to society. It feels like. He attacks people, and he's like, yeah, this guy didn't seem very smart to me, and I'm really smart, so I thought I should beat the shit out of him. And then I went to jail, and I was just too smart for jail. It's what the fuck? Hey,
honestly,
narcissistic asshole who's dangerous. Get out of here.
Him and BJ Penn they're kind of similar paths there, unfortunately.
Was BJ Penn a similar story?
Well, BJ Penn got in a lot of fights and shit, and...
The difference, I feel, is that Shamrock was always in prison. In and out of prison over and over and over again.
Yeah, and the only thing I know with Penn about being in prison is the restraining orders because he's going crazy and stuff. He was in a lot of fights. He was always in bar fights in Hilo, Hawaii. He'd been arrested for a lot of different fights. Got beat up by a bouncer.
Yeah. Yep.
Which I know people think that's crazy for a professional fighter to get knocked out by a bouncer or somebody. And it is. But if you're getting in enough fights, somebody can land a lucky punch. Especially you're drunk or somebody cold cocks you, hits you from behind. It doesn't mean, that guy was a better fighter or something.
Well, but BJ Penn is probably 1 in 29 in his last 30 street fights. So that probably means the other guy is a better fighter.
This is possible. Yeah.
Quite possible, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, Maverick. Jon Jones is hoping Ciryl Gane beats Tom Aspinall. Yeah, definitely, because that makes him look better. But I still don't think he's coming back. I think he's also destroyed his relationship with the UFC at this point. So I think he's gone.
Yeah, I really wish I could hear some of these conversations behind closed doors. Somebody's going to write a book on all this shit.
Did you see PBR said, wait, didn't we have a bet on Jones retiring, Mike? Did you end up betting him in the end?
Did we actually make a bet?
We didn't live. We both disagreed, but I don't know what happens behind closed doors.
If he said I did, I guess I did, but I didn't remember that we actually
He might be joking.
formalized it. Yeah. I know we were trying to figure out a timeline. Like, okay, you know, if they don't fight within 18 months, then you win, you know, because obviously we can't wait forever. But...
Well, they basically waited pretty close to 18 months.
Oh, yeah. I mean, shit, how long ago was the Stipe fight?
Well, dude, but I'm not even talking about that, because the Stipe fight shouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
Right? So it's been over a year, for sure.
Yeah.
If you like, not the Stipe fight, but prior to the Stipe fight, it's probably been like 16 months.
Yeah. Yeah, what a wild turn of events. I mean, I know heavyweight's not generally a very competitive division anyways. It's generally kind of shit, but then you finally get another guy in there that's really good, like Tom Aspinall, and that happens.
Yeah, it's gross, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Billy says, Ken Shamrock is getting a day pass from his retirement home to fight Aspinall. Ring announcer looks to also be the backstage announcer. Dude is everywhere. Oh, geez. Yeah, they're really saving money, aren't they?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
It's like working in a grocery store, huh, Billy?
Yeah,
one person does everything.
So is that what you think's next? Do you think it's Gone versus Aspinall?
Probably. I'd rather see Volkov, to be honest. But
And Dana did say that he's going to treat it like Volkov won the fight because that's what he believes happened.
yeah, and
You know, Dana's word means nothing. So
yeah, honestly, I think Volkov's a better match. I mean, I think Aspinall beats them both pretty easily.
you know the issue with all this, right?
What's that?
Aspinall beat Volkov in like 20 seconds already.
Oh, yeah.
And like
Well,
dominated him in every area, on the ground, on the feet. It was a fucking beatdown.
Well, shit.
So that makes no sense to do that either. So I guess it's Gone. And then the other one is Almeida, right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like the argument, in my opinion, for having Almeida instead of Gone. Almeida at least has a potential path to victory. If he gets Tom on the ground and is on top of him, we don't know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Like, it is a good chance that would never happen anyway, but at least there's a question mark. I don't see where the question mark even is for the Gone fight, especially because this guy is clearly just doing movies and shit, and Aspinall, from everything I've seen, is just always in the gym.
Yeah, I wouldn't be, like, completely shocked if Helton Almeida beat Aspinall, to be honest.
I would be very surprised. I'm not going to lie to you. I would be very surprised.
I mean, I would make Aspinall a big favorite, probably minus 260.
Oh, I think more, personally.
Yeah.
And you know I'm high on Almeida, but I think Aspinall is really good, man. And I think his biggest kryptonite is knockout power. Like a guy like Pavlovich, I understand that Aspinall already beat Pavlovich, but he got hurt by Pavlovich too. So.
Yeah, no, that's true.
It's gonna be game for sure. What is he referring to, Mike? I'm lost in translation here.
Oh, it's gonna be game.
Gone. He probably means.
Oh, Gone. Oh, yeah, probably. Does Rob know about Jones? I feel bad for him. He's so sure, but yeah, he knows. He posted about it. He was in here, wasn't he?
I think so.
He was. Yeah, he was in there just a little while back. Yeah, I think Rob's still in there.
See, and this is the thing with diehard fans, right? Because, like, obviously Rob's a diehard Jones fan. There's lots of those. Yeah. You kind of look the other way when things are really fucked. Whereas, like, I'm not maybe Cormier, but even with Cormier, there's some stuff Cormier's done since he's retired that's definitely made me less of a fan of his. Just in terms of, like, you know, lying and causing drama and problems, which I just wasn't, you know, big about. But there's so many people that are such diehard Jones fans. Because Jones fought way before Cormier was fucking fighting. Jones has been fighting forever. So you gotta well, more or less grow up with the guy.
Yeah.
And you've already looked the other way 150 times through his battering of a whole bunch of different women and cars and shit.
You know what it's like? It's like it's like politics, and let me just piss off the rest of our fan base here. No, but it's like politics when you get behind a politician. Let's just say, for example, Donald Trump. And there's all these different things he's done, and it's like, at a certain point, it'd be like, who could have done all those things? Like, I don't know. Or, you could say Biden, any of them, but...
yeah, man. It's crazy.
Maybe we're just fucking crazy in the United States. Maybe we all got lead poisoning.
You know what I would actually really like to know? I don't know if you're still in here or not, Rob, but I'd really like to know your opinion on the whole situation. What you think about it, what you think actually happened, whether you're on the Jones side or you've kind of flipped for this specific instance. Or I'm just really curious what a hardcore Jones fan thinks of the situation, because I can't make sense of it.
So here's another crazy thing that doesn't make sense at all, but none of this makes sense. What if Jones and all his lawyers somehow figured out a way around the UFC contract? They're not allowed to talk about it yet, but he's signed with the PFL to fight Francis Ngannou, and Dana White and the UFC can't do anything about it.
Mike, do you know who Jones' lawyers are?
I don't.
They're the UFC lawyers. Those are the lawyers he uses for almost everything I've ever seen.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I think the more likely thing is he's out here. Remember I sent you the thing from that podcast you listen to on occasion, that John McCarthy and...
weighing in. Yeah.
Don't you think there's a better chance that John's just out here raping everybody and they won't want to talk about it? Who can stop him? No one can stop him.
No, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he raped Dana White. Maybe Dana doesn't want to talk about it.
Right?
Like, maybe Dana's his type. Maybe he likes bald white guys, with bald, insecure white guys with
well, maybe
lots
it's like
of
the
money.
whole Epstein thing where it's all about a power trip, and if you're, like, fucking your boss in the ass, I mean, what's higher than that? What if he raped Dana White on the night that Dana slapped his wife in the face, and that was what provoked him to do so?
Who knows, man? I'm sure Diddy's involved here somewhere, too, though.
Yeah, maybe Jones is the puppet master of the whole thing.
Dude, I one thing I will say, I wish Diddy would have tried that shit with Jon Jones. Get him into one of those fucking freak-offs. Try to tell him what to do.
Yeah, but what if there's been a lot of evidence that Jon Jones could be gay? He might have just been down.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to be the bottom.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. Well, think about it this way, right? Like, all these people have fetishes. It's usually something that could never happen in real life, right?
That's true.
A lot of the time. So what if he's like, I'm always like the big macho man that's like king of everyone. What if I just want to be submissive once in my life? Why am I not allowed to do that? You know what I mean? Huh? He also comes off as more of like a fruity gay bottom guy than a fucking macho gay top dude.
He does have an interesting personality for, like, baddest dude in the world. I will definitely say that. Yeah.
Well, there's more than a sprinkle of CTE in there. He's got a little bit of that Tony Ferguson in him.
Oh yeah. He's just this. Well, and who knows how many drugs he's done. I mean, so many people have talked about him partying in Brazil and all kinds of places around the world, and freaking, drinking everybody under the table, snorting more coke than anyone, smoking more weed than anyone.
He's kind of like the more feminine version of Mike Tyson.
Kind of. But, like, at a certain point, it's kind of like, isn't that embarrassing that, like, he beats everybody's ass? Like, he's done, like, all the drugs.
I think, again, it's really similar to Mike Tyson back in the day, though.
Yeah.
Well, and the best one, this is going off on a little bit of a tangent, but the best one ever is like, how can he beat your ass? How can you let a guy who does all that beat your ass? Kurt Angle beat everyone's ass in the Olympics with a broken neck. You can't get better than that. Can you imagine?
That's wild.
Your whole life and then a guy beats you and his neck is snapped in half. What the fuck?
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
You'd quit.
Yes,
You'd have to quit the sport.
Yeah, you lost. Who'd you lose to? Well, this guy with a broken neck.
Yeah, he couldn't feel his hands. He talked about that, right? My arms barely worked, but I just used my legs to get by. It's like, what the fuck?
God. My back was broken. Spinal.
Jesus Christ. Kurt, like, I mean, I don't know a whole lot. Like, it was definitely before my time, even in the wrestling stuff. But Kurt Angle's got to be one of the greatest athletes ever, when healthy, if that ever was the case.
Oh, yeah. I wish he could have done MMA.
Or I wish we could have seen what happened if he never broke his neck. Because did you listen to the Rogan podcast on him where he talked about how Brock Lesnar broke his neck twice over the course of their career together?
Jesus.
And he just persevered through it one time. The other one's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm losing too much feeling. I'm going to have to get surgery. It's like, so when you decide, oh, it's time to get surgery, it has nothing to do with if your neck is broken in half. It has to do with how much
What is going on in this fight? Oh, they just called it because the guy's turning around. I was like, I kept seeing this guy's mouthpiece flying everywhere. And then the ref waving knockdowns off. And yeah, I think this guy was just done. Oh, why he should be done. I'm not sure he knows where he is.
Wait, so who even won? The guy in the pink?
No, the guy in the...
yeah, okay, I thought so.
The red trunks one, yeah.
See, wearing pink and winning, you're cool. Wearing pink and losing, it's like, what the hell's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're definitely going out on a limb.
Yeah, like Sean O'Malley. Looks a little rough when you lose.
Yeah. He just looks rough, period. Now, I don't know who told him getting all those tattoos was a good idea, but he needs to not talk to that person again.
Especially on his face.
I don't understand why anyone would put any tattoos on their face, but yeah, like he literally looks like he lost the biggest bet of all time.
Yeah.
Like what did you bet your fucking house? You know?
He looks like a character you'd make up in like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob says, yes, I do. What's up, Rob? We're not trying to give you shit. We were just asking your opinion.
Yeah, we're actually really curious, man, what your thoughts on the Jones situation are. I don't know if you already told Mike what your opinions are, but I'd like to know.
Rob was so depressed he drank 25 Natty Ices.
So it was a regular day. Good to know. Anyway, I'll hang up so you can actually call the fights like you're supposed to. All
right. Yeah, I suppose so, because Tommy Morrison's son's up next. So.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thanks for calling in. All right. Bye. All right, Wyatt Matheson, everyone. Oh, I missed this, Billy. Sorry, Jones has the pics of Dana with Oscar De La Hoya and Andrade together. That could be. Screw logic. Let's discuss Jake Paul becoming a world champion. Jake Paul could beat a lot more people than most people think he could. I was on the bandwagon, of course, making fun of Jake Paul at one time. I'm not saying he's the greatest boxer of all time, but the guy's really fucking good. Like he is. When you have all the money and all the time and you're already athletic, you have a sports background, and you can train with the best sparring partners in the world, you're dedicated. He's obviously a hard worker. No matter what you think of him, like, yeah, you're going to be somewhat successful. Yeah, it's going to be hard for me to get into an Aspinall Gone fight. So to me, that's a hard pay-per-view headliner to sell. Like, I know you always want your championship bout, of course, is the main event of a pay-per-view. But, like, that's a tough one. That's a real tough one. I want to be honest. If Alexander Pantoja and Brandon Moreno were fighting each other on the same card, I'm more interested in that fight. I would put that as the main event over Aspinall and Gone. Jake Paul will never be a top 30 guy in his weight class, but he's my GOAT for betting on. They'd roulette to lean into the beef to sell Aspinall versus Cyril Gone. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you can probably get some people in France to care, and then I guess just have a pay-per-view in France and sell it on their TV, and just, for this one, just say the hell with the American crowd. I mean, they never really do that, but maybe. I got to go to the restroom real quick, but then I got a great idea. We're going to take a couple-minute break before this next fight. All right, let's take 5. No, not 2. Let's take 6, actually. I'll be right back. Yeah, PBR. I definitely feel bad for Aspinall, too. I think I might have this figured out if you're gone, though. So you want to sell the fight. Kenzie Morrison, Alex Davis. Kenzie Morrison's a huge favorite. Wow, is he really that good? I guess we'll see. So I think if you're Cyril gone, what you want to do is get on a plane from France, grab a dolly, find where Tom Aspinall is, bust the window out of his vehicle, and make sure somebody films it all, and then say a bunch of crazy shit, and act like you're on cocaine. All right, here comes Kenzie Morrison.
American heavyweights in professional boxing with a record of 22-1-2. 20 of those victories.
Is that Al Davis? Like the owner of the Raiders? I see his last name up there, Davis, but I couldn't remember what the first name was. Well, placeholder for now. But yeah, no, I felt bad for Tom. And then Ngannou was at the weigh-in for the Kamaru Usman fight last week. When Kamaru Usman fought Joaquin Buckley, Francis was there. Francis' handlers said that he has interest in coming back to the UFC. I don't see how he could do that inside of his PFL contract. I don't know. Maybe this is supposed to be just all confusing and convoluted, so we all forget that like MMA is getting less popular as a sport. More soap opera, less fighting. Pillow-fisted Frenchman. Gone doesn't have enough power to break a window with a dolly. Oh my God. Ah. Dude, he was a professional kickboxer, right? Alex Davis, yes. All right, out of the red corner, out of Coal Mountain, West Virginia. So we know this guy's cardio is going to suck ass. Al Davis. This dude was born in a town called Coal Mountain. He never had a shot. The fact that he's fighting bare knuckle boxing, he has greatly exceeded his parents' expectations for his life. And out of the red corner, a hometown here of Fayetteville, Arizona, the grandnephew of the Duke, John Wayne, Kenzie Morrison. You can see Tommy Gunn in his face. I wonder if he can act. Because, okay, a lot of hardcore fight fans in here. And I know Rocky V gets made fun of mercilessly. And I find things to enjoy about all the Rockies. Maybe that's because I'm trying. But Rocky V with Tommy Gunn, like, I'm not saying it's the best Rocky movie. It's probably worse than 1, 3, and 4. Yeah, 1, 3, and 4 are definitely all better. But it's certainly, I didn't think it was a horrible movie. I mean, it's a rewatch for me. I've watched it more than once and enjoyed it. Oh, good left hand there for Kenzie. Yeah, I have a feeling Alex Davis has just been brought in here to be the victim. Good left hand there from Morrison. They're like, hey, Let's get some fat out of shape dude from West Virginia. Make sure he's from a coal mining town so he's got no cardio. There's a good left hook and a jab there from Davis, though. Oh, good left hand there from Davis. Davis cracking Morrison with some shots. Oh, there's a nice left hook. Right hook from Davis. Oh, 2 big left hooks. Davis is definitely hurt, and he is down. Oh, did he just punch a down opponent? If he did, that should be a point. It is all over. Rocky 1 is overrated in my opinion. Nice little West Virginia chicken dance, right? Well, I think Rocky 1 is overrated because it was in 1976. Like, let's be honest, there were not a lot of good movies before 1980. I know a lot of people are going to really disagree with me. Oh, such and such a... Yeah, name 10 awesome movies before 1980. There's like 10 total. And Rocky's one of them. What's up, PBR Street Gang?
Man, I don't know what's going on. Like, hang on just 1 second. Like, a couple weeks ago, I walk out of the room, I step out and have a doobie. I don't know, but I completely missed that you're not doing MMA anymore because you got stuff going on with your job. And then, like, I've been saying this for, like, months about Jones and Aspinall.
Yeah, I know you have. Me and Wyatt were saying that. That you were the one that called it.
Yeah, and, like, I don't know what, I don't know. I sneezed. I spontaneously fell asleep for 5 minutes. I don't know, but I completely missed that Dana said that Jones had retired. How did he say it? Did he literally say it like what you had said? Jones retired, Aspinall's the champ. Next question.
Yeah, I only seen the short version of it. And he just said Jon Jones retired from the sport of MMA. Tom Aspinall is the new heavyweight champion. And I guess he went more into it, but I didn't listen to the whole thing.
And did I ever tell you why I thought, or what? Not why I thought, why I knew, or I should say, why I was certain why the Jones fight wasn't going to happen.
Why is that?
Did I ever?
Not sure.
There was like a press conference, and just a little bit of a disclaimer. Do you remember back in the day how Dana would just full on just lose his shit over fighters disrespecting like press conferences and disrespecting him? Yeah. Disrespecting him. And do you remember when Robbie Lawler, when he fell asleep in a press conference?
I don't.
Yeah, he did. He was leaning back in his chair. Excuse me, I got something caught in my throat. I didn't mean to do that on there. But yeah, he was leaning back in his chair on a press conference and like fell asleep. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but this is going back when I want to say UFC was on Spike. But Robbie Lawler there was a press conference and Robbie Lawler was leaning back in his chair and like fell asleep on air.
No, I didn't remember that.
And like Dana punished him for it. Like Robbie couldn't get fights for like a good minute. He got shit fights for a while after that. Remember Nick Diaz didn't show up.
Oh, yeah, that was a huge thing. That's the one I remember. That's what I thought you were going to start with, yeah.
Right, and how he like couldn't get that fight with GSP for a minute.
Yeah.
And the Jones one, it was, I don't know, it was recent. But Jones was saying something along the lines of, what kind of an organization is it that I'm in that you're having to drag up someone who's like, I don't know, for the sake of the conversation, 7 years my younger, and nobody can beat me. No one has had a solid chance to beat me like forever. I don't need the UFC as much as the UFC needs me. I can go fight anywhere and make all the money. And just there was like this brief flash of I don't even know what type of I don't know what type of word you would call the emotion, but there was this flash of something that just it was like less than a split second that went across Dana White's face, went across his eyes. You had to be looking right at Dana when he said it, and there was just something in his eyes. It was just all like, "You fucktard! I can't believe you just said that." And I was just, and as soon as I saw that, I was telling a buddy of mine at work who's really big into the UFC. I was like, Jon Jones is never going to fight Aspinall. You only say that when someone only says that when they're trying to look for an excuse to be punished not to do something. Like your kid, like when you if you have, you know, folks in the chat have a kid, and your kid says something and you know that they're saying it or they do something so that you punish them so that they won't have to do, you know, something. Name an activity. But like I've caught my son doing it before, like saying something really, really bad so that I would punish him so that he wouldn't have to, I don't know, mow the yard. Like I would get on to him so badly. Like I would be so mad at him. I'd be like, just go to your room.
Yeah.
When he was supposed to have chores later on that afternoon, just that look that went across Dana White's face was the emotion that I had whenever I was mad at my son. Whenever he would say something I knew that he was saying it to piss me off.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I don't know if any of that wrong.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah.
But as soon as I saw that look on Dana White's face, I was like, that dude's never going to... They would literally have to offer him more money than God to fight Tom Aspinall. And as soon as I saw that look on Dana White's face, I was like, Tom, he's never going to fight Tom. He's never going to fight Tom. If he was going to fight Tom, he would have been leading the dance on.
It blows my mind that he would walk away from that money, though. It's like, on one hand, it's almost like, okay, I underestimated a little bit, like, how much you respect tradition and legacy, because, like, you want to be seen as this champion, but how do you not see that it's also tarnishing your legacy by playing these theatrics and make everyone wait and pissing everybody off?
I don't know. For a minute, I thought it was like some ploy where it's like, okay, kind of like what you were saying, like it's going to be, it's happening this way to get everybody hyped up for whatever was going on with Netflix or.
They offered him what he wanted. He asked for like $30 million. Finally, they're like, okay, we'll give you $30 million.
I don't think Tom wants to fight. I'm sorry. I don't think Jones wants to fight. I don't think he wants to fight anymore.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I don't know how much Jon Jones has got put away, but for $30 million, put me in the cage with both of them, You don't have to stop the fight until I'm completely unconscious. I cannot tap. No rules. I don't care. Like, I am willing to risk my life. Like, a good 10% chance I'm going to die for $30 million.
Oh, I know, man.
Like, how hard do we work for $100,000? Pretty fucking hard.
Believe me, dude. I mean, I've got fucking mamma jamma insurance.
Yeah.
And I've got fucking medical bills stacking up like you would not believe. I would take $30 million right now. You couldn't put anything. You couldn't name anything that I wouldn't do for $30 million right now. But so I'm right there with you. I don't know. The only thing that I can think of is it's either one of two things. Well, one of three things. One, Jones doesn't want to fight. Like he's just over it. He just doesn't want to do it.
It just doesn't make sense. It's like it's one day in front of the world. You've fought your entire life. Like, you're really that scared of losing?
No. I don't think he's scared of losing. But hear me out. Wyatt, Billy, I'm really interested in what you guys have to say about this. But I think it's one of three things. Either one, he's just over fighting. He's just tired of it. He doesn't want to do it anymore. He's been on top for forever. He's just over it. Two, he's afraid of Tom, and either he doesn't want to say it or he doesn't want to admit it to himself.
I have a hard time believing that he's scared of another person with everything he's been through and fighting and training and everything, though. That's hard to believe.
Well, hang on. Hear me out. Or three, he has something else lined up. He's either doing something. He's got a movie gig lined up. He's in another organization. He's playing golf for $150 million. I don't know, but name a reason.
I just figured it out. He's going to be in the Trump administration. He's going to be the new Secretary of Defense.
No. He's working for Biden's son. He's the new Secretary of Coke.
Oh, geez. Oh, yeah. There you go. Breeze mode.
But seriously, a serious question. Name a reason why someone would walk away from $30 million. Either A, you're over it. B, you're secretly, either from the public or from yourself, afraid of the guy.
Yeah.
Or C, you have something lined up, either a movie deal, play in a different sport, play basketball deal, something.
He's a little too old to start that, I believe, but
I don't know. I mean, why would somebody walk away from $30 million, even if you've got?
Because obviously he can't fight for PFL because he'd be in violation of his contract.
I don't know. It's like what you were saying before. Maybe he's found a loophole through his contract somehow, some way. But I don't know of any, like, I don't know of any sane reason aside from a gun to your head or a gun to a loved one's head of why a person would walk away from $30 million. Regardless of how many millions of dollars you already have.
Yeah.
$30 million
is a lot. We know he's not like Patrick Mahomes. We know he doesn't have $300 million, you know.
But there's no, it's one of those. I would be really, really interested in what somebody really smart, like somebody who deduces why someone does something, who sits down, who has the education, and says, okay, this is why that adult did that. It's one of these handful of things. I don't know of any grown up real like answer that would fit in reality. Why someone...
Wyatt might have something here. This is not bad. He says, I think it rubbed Jon the wrong way when Tom met him and put his hand on his shoulder, clearly agitated him. Now he's purposely wasted Tom's prime years out of pettiness. That's a possibility. He does seem like he could be a pretty petty person.
I don't know. I don't know, but I would be very, very interested in what Jon Jones says to himself late at night about why this fight isn't happening.
Well, I'm curious what Jon Jones says of why.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and so you had 3 scenarios. I would say 4. D is, so he was just over in Thailand. He's partying. He got so wrapped up into drugs and alcohol and partying again that he just doesn't care.
No, I don't think it's the drugs and things. Because if it was the drugs, and I mean, he's already done all the drugs and whatnot. That falls into the first one that I was saying. He's just over it. He's found some fabulous pussy somewhere. Found the best designer drug somewhere that we don't know of, or for whatever reason he's just over it. Or he's afraid of him, or he's involved in something else, like a movie deal, another sports analyst deal. But there's no logical reason why an adult who has all of their faculties walks away from $30 million in a sport where he's the king of it.
Well, yeah, and say he was good with his money. Say he was a good investor. He had other people investing for him. I would be surprised if his net worth now is not under $30 million total. I'm assuming it is.
I don't know. He strikes me as somebody who really likes as somebody who, like, I have some very expensive habits.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a saver to me, PBR.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I have to tone back my vices. So I can only imagine what someone of Jon Jones's ability to absorb vices. Like he doesn't strike me as someone who says no to things that are bad for him.
Yeah, no.
And he doesn't strike me as someone who has any caliber of friends around him who say, "Don't do that, Jon."
Check out this clip from when they met. Tell me what you think. He said, "Okay, we'll have to watch that in a minute."
Like I don't think Jon has anyone around him who says no to him.
No, probably not. Even Dana, obviously.
So I would be very, very interested in what he does next. My feeling, we don't see Jon Jones for a long time, aside from Twitter and drunk posts.
That's quite possible.
I don't think we see him. Like, there's no reason for him to do this other than he's looking for an exit out.
Him and Connor are going to get together and make a new political party.
Connor's one that I really feel bad for. Like, that dude, talk about like how far a guy has fallen.
Oh, I don't feel bad for him though.
That guy was on top of the. Well, I do as a human. I never root for people to fail. Like I'm guys. Like I look at him and I'm just like, man.
I just look at it though, and I was like, I can't look him as a victim because I'm like, yeah, you've done it all to yourself, like all this, and you got away with 10 times more than what you should have.
I do. I kind of look at those people as victims. I look at them as victims of a terrible mind, like a broken mind. Like, yeah, you're that's a broken person who does that.
How many people do you think, though, if they got $300 million tomorrow, they would destroy their life 0 to 60? I think a lot of people would.
I don't know. I know for a fact I wouldn't. I know for a fact that...
Well, not now. You give me $300 million when... I mean, I know he's older now, but you would have given me that when I was like 22 or 23. Oh, Jesus. God knows what I would have done.
Well, they've been doing that with young fighters for the longest time. I mean, yeah. Jones was the youngest UFC light heavyweight champ, correct? He got it at what, 22, 21?
Yeah, I think he's like 22 or 23.
Right. So, I mean, he already had like millions of dollars at that time with no self-governance at all. Like,
yeah.
I think that, I seriously think that Jones is somewhat, I know this is going to sound really weird, but I think Jones is secretly a little bit ashamed about his public life, and he's looking to get out of it. I think he's.
Oh, maybe he doesn't want the pressure of it. That could be.
Yeah, I think he's just looking to. I think he's over it. I think he's just done. I think he wants to go do something else.
Yeah, I think what Wyatt was saying probably could make a lot of sense, though, is I could see him just being petty to Tom. That's one thing that makes a little bit of sense of this. And just like, hey, I'm going to be an asshole. You want to be champion? Yeah, you're going to have to earn it. No, you don't get a chance to beat me. I'm going to make you sit on it and frustrate you for 18 freaking months.
I'll say this. I just thought of something else.
No.
What if Jones knew this from the word get-go? Like, Jones knew from, like, however long it's been going on, this Tom Aspinall thing, that he was never going to fight Jones.
I think that's probably the case now.
He was never going to fight Tom.
Yeah.
And that he was just, this is what he was going to do on his exit out.
Yeah. That's quite possible.
Because, I mean, I don't know why you would want to shoot yourself in the foot on the way out.
Some people are self-destructive, though.
I don't know, but...
I wouldn't understand because I'm not that self-destructive, but yeah.
Well, either that or... Have you ever
Wait, does she have an earring? Just a second. I think Agapova's wearing earrings during a bare-knuckle fighting match. What the hell? Okay, so I think they both are wearing earrings. Oh, that seems like a horrible idea. They are. Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's nuts.
Yeah, get your hair ripped off. She's got some big gangly ones too. Agapova does.
That seems really unsafe.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how the commission allows that.
Yeah, like you can't have metal in your
Like those are dangly earrings though on Agapova.
Like that's a hazard in the ring.
Yeah, Jessica Eyes got like little studs in, which still I wouldn't advise, but yeah, the dangly ones, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. But anyway, last thing about Jones, and then I'll get. What do you think about this? What do you think about Jones has just done so many drugs. He's done so much partying, and he's absorbed so many hits to the dome that he's just gone nuts.
Oh, yeah, I think that's absolutely possible.
Like he's bona fide gone around the bend. Like he's just gotten one too many hits to the head, and he's had one too many shots of tequila.
Oh, Wyatt says it's tape, not earrings. Thank you, Wyatt. You're right. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. And he also, Wyatt says he agrees with you. So that's what I'm saying, PBR. He was never going to fight Tom. It was more important to him than to hurt Tom than hurt himself. Yeah, that's definitely a destructive person.
Oh, what is that chick got like big loopy ear holes in her ear and she's got them taped up?
Oh, yeah, I guess that must be what the situation is. Yeah, they looked like big dangly earrings to me, but I guess it's tape.
Okay. Yeah, I think, now that I have thought about it and I've said it, I'm leaning more to this. I think Jon Jones has just gone fucking nuts.
Yeah, I think that's quite possible. Yeah, I said partying, the drugs, the no accountability ever.
Yeah, I don't think he's had anyone around.
Oh, Agapova's pissed. She didn't think that was a knockdown. That is a knockdown. The ropes held her up.
Like, I don't think he's had anyone around him since he was in his maturing years to tell him no.
Oh,
I don't
no.
think he's. I don't think he's had anyone around him to shepherd him through. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You're young, and now you've got all the fame and more money that you've ever had to deal with in your whole life. And I think Jon Jones just went off on having all the most fun and just being the wildest dude he could possibly be. And now that he's gotten older in life, he's gotten some form of like what's happened to Ozzy. Like how Ozzy can't, like Ozzy's brain is just not there.
Oh, yeah, it hasn't been for a minute. Now he's got Alzheimer's, dementia, or whatever, but yeah.
I think maybe something like that, like some form of crazy has gotten a hold of Jon Jones, and he's just decided to turn his life upside down.
Yeah, definitely crazy. Yeah, well, and the whole, like you were talking about, nobody there to tell him no. Look at after the Vegas thing, this recent trouble he got into, the scuffle with his wife, however you want to call it. His wife was bloodied, She was obviously scared. He did not look worried. When talking to him, he didn't look like he was worried or concerned about any ramifications whatsoever. Like, this is just another day at the office.
Right. This is just another day in the life of crazy Jon Jones land. And I'm not dissing him. So please, and the people in chat, Rob, please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not dissing. I'm a fan of Jon Jones. I am one of the few people who do not give a fuck what you do outside of the ring. Yeah. I'm there to watch you while you fight.
Oh, and I love watching the guy fight, for sure. Yeah.
Other than that, I don't care what you do outside of the ring. You could be the nicest guy, or you could be the biggest scumbag in the world. I don't care. I'm there to watch you fight. Other than that, you be you. But I think maybe some form of crazy has gotten a hold of Jon Jones, and he's just kind of gone nuts.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. I mean, he's gotten hit in the head so many times. He's been fighting forever. I mean, how many times has he been hit in the head sparring? A lot, I'm sure.
A lot. A lot. Yeah. And I would love to know the amount of money and the particular type of drugs that this guy has done. Like, how much money has Jon Jones spent on drugs?
Jesus. Yeah.
It's got to be a lot.
I imagine when you're not just famous, though, you're baddest man on the planet famous. Everybody wants to be around you. I'm sure he gets a lot of free drugs.
I'm sure. I mean, I would love to know the type of drugs Jon Jones does. As somebody who is a fan of the substances themselves.
Yeah.
I would love to know the amount and the type. Like, Jon Jones just gets offered all the best drugs.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Because I could just imagine, me, I'm into weed and liquor. That's all I've done. That's all I've ever done. That's all I'll probably ever do. Somebody might be able to talk me into doing DMT, but I can't even doubt that. If I was given the opportunity to hang out and party with Mike Tyson, I don't care how much money he has. Like, I'm buying whatever he wants to eat, whatever we're drinking, whatever you're smoking. I'm not worried about how much money I'm spending. Like, I'm buying whatever Mike wants, Mike gets. And I'm sure a lot of people around Jones are like that. They just want to be with the baddest dude in the fucking world.
And what I was saying before about the, I think they're a victim thing. Like, I feel bad for people like that. Like, I feel bad, like the people that I really, really have a positive, like someone that I take positive energy from. I know that sounds cheesy, but someone that I take inspirations from. That's the word I was looking for. But somebody that I take inspiration from are people like Brian Stan.
Yeah.
Kenny Florian. People who and I say that because I'm very envious of people who have their shit together.
Yeah.
Like, you look at them, at those type of people, and you're just like, man, you have your shit together. Like, how did you go about getting your life together like you have? Was it parenting? Was it you found a coach in school, or was it Brazilian jiu-jitsu, or was it MMA? What gave you the ability to be that much of a well put together person?
I think they're just not mentally ill like people in the Fights of Friends community. No.
But and that's what I'm saying. Like, but yeah. I kind of think Jones has gotten a little bit of mental illness.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I imagine he's probably bipolar. He might be a sociopath or psychopath.
Well, I've heard Rogan talk about, like, he seriously thinks that Jon Jones is kind of a psycho.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of the same behavior. He doesn't seem to really care about the ramifications of the things he does.
What's that word that, like, like, when you see a hurt animal, or you see a hurt person or someone in pain, and you don't have the feelings.
Yeah, that's like psychopathic. Yeah. Like, you don't have empathy. Yeah.
Empathy. That's a word I'm looking for. Like, kind of like. Yeah, I kind of think that Jones is that way. Like, if Jones could get away with, like, killing a person, like, he would be one of those type of guys.
Oh, if it was a bet, like a black or red roulette, like 50-50, and you were betting, has Jon Jones killed someone and hidden the body, or been responsible for someone dying that we don't know about, I would say chances are at least 50%. That's just my opinion.
I would say higher than that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
And that makes me feel bad as a person. Like, I don't want anyone to be that type of a person. Like, yeah. I like, when I see people who do things like that on the news, I'm just like,
yeah, normal people are against murder. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Normal people are against, really, really fucked up shit. But the reason why I say that is because.
What, Billy? I love lamp.
Okay, but like, when
is that a hidden message, or is Billy high?
I've noticed something about Jon Jones over the years, and I've don't know if I've said this to you before or not, but one of the things that I've seen when Jon Jones fights is Jon Jones is really, really trying to hurt you. Like, he really Like he
The
wants
kicks to the
maim
knee
you.
that he doesn't really have to do. He's got too much talent to have to
You
do
see
that.
him yanking on guys' shoulders and their arms
That's
in
a good
ways that,
point. Remember the Lyoto Machida fight?
right. Like he's really trying to maim you. Like when he's not just trying to win the fight, he's trying to handicap you after the fight.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's trying to change your life. Like he's a mean fighter is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So that kind of lends me to believe like Jon Jones is like one of those 8mm kind of guys. Like if he could get away with killing somebody, he would. I think
I've never
I don't
seen
know.
8mm. Good movie.
It's just about a rich dude who pays somebody to kill a chick and film it. So if you're into that kind of thing, then that's why they call it 8mm because
No comment. I will admit I've watched every single Purge movie though, and the television series. So,
well, I think like really that would be Jon Jones. Jon Jones would be A-OK in the Purge.
oh yeah, I could see him being so excited if there was a Purge.
Yeah, like he would be like lining up for the let's start the Purge line, folks. And I think that the more that we talk about it, the more I kind of think that that's, I mean, some type of mental disorder. I think maybe has gotten a hold of Jones. And
oh yeah, I think you're right, Bill. Oh Jesus, Bill. He says my cousin just ate shit upstairs and broke his arm. Typical Colorado summer night. I should probably go to the hospital.
No doubt. But I'm going to let you go.
All right.
I'm actually kind of interested in this BKFC card, but I didn't realize. I guess I had stepped into the shower or something. But as soon as Wyatt had said, PBR called it, I was like, huh? PBR called what? And then I was like, holy shit, Jones did walk away from it. I was right. After all these last 2.5 months,
Right.
I've been calling it. The one time I've been right about something.
Hey, you called it the whole time for sure.
But anyway, glad for the chance to catch up with your streaming tonight. Words are a little bit difficult. It's late. I've had a 16-hour day.
Oh, geez.
But what I'm trying to say is glad to catch you streaming. Really look forward to the streaming nights. I know I've told you this, but I definitely have no problem saying this to you while we're on air. Kind of really made me sad when you told me that you were having to do other things because of, you're having to do work and you were having to put a pause to the streams. I didn't realize how much you guys meant to my Saturday afternoons, my Saturday evenings. And I was just like, well, shit, what do I do now with my Saturdays? It's like no fun to watch the fights just by myself. So yeah, it was really cool.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to do a lot more soon. So.
Yeah. I really hope the whatever you've got going on sorts itself out, and you can get back to your regular Saturday streaming. And hope everybody has a good rest of their night. And I'll catch you later, buddy.
All right, later. Thank you, PBR Street Gang, everybody. Breaking news, Mike's going to stream Indian cricket matchups. Is cricket interesting? Never watched cricket. I have watched cornhole, though, and I'll tell you, it is not as boring and dumb as you would think. Purge movies are my favorite. The TV show is very Dude, yeah, the TV show is great. You know what else is, Billy, if you haven't seen it? You guys fucking make fun of me all you want. I don't give a shit. Go and try and find the Child's Play series. I think there's like 5 series on it with the Chucky one. It's really good. Like, it's really good. I thought so. Wise, thanks for calling in, PBR. Yes. Always good to have some more PBR. Competing in a cornhole competition tomorrow, actually. Really? Oh, dude, I love cornhole. I wish I was over there. And could do like a team. Might check out that clip. Tell me what you think about my theory. Okay. Let's, is it, how long is that? I can probably just bring it up and show it to everybody. I don't think I'm going to get tagged. It's just like a short. Let me see. Maybe I should watch a little bit of it first myself before.
Just say hello. Just say hello. How are you? Good, man. Nice to meet you too.
Oh.
I would hope so.
Respect, man.
All the best.
Respect.
All the
Do a
best.
quick picture.
Sure.
Yeah?
Let's get
A
it.
face off.
No,
No, okay. No problem.
Face
No
off.
problem.
No,
problem. I would love to have the honour one day. I would love to have the honour.
Maybe one day.
Hope so, man. All the best. All the best. How was that? Yeah, it was good, mate. All peaceful. I want to fight him, but I don't want to fight in an event. I want to fight. I want to have a UFC fight with him. So I just asked if he'll give me the opportunity one day. He said he's healing up good, so we'll see. We'll see what.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe reading a little bit into it. Let's put it up. I think we're fine putting up that little bit. And what are they going to do? Demonetize me and steal my 85 cents? Oops, where was it? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Well, so, let me know what you guys think.
Just say hello. How are you? Good, man. Nice to meet you too.
I would hope so.
Respect, man.
All the best.
Respect.
All the
Do a
best.
quick picture.
Sure.
Yeah?
Let's get
A
it.
face off.
No,
No, okay. No problem. No problem. No problem. I would love to have the honour one day. I would love to have the honour.
Maybe one day.
Hope so, man. All the best. All the best. How was that? Yeah, it was good, mate. All peaceful. I want to fight him, but I don't want to fight in an event. I want to fight. I want to have a UFC fight with him. So I just asked if he'll give me the opportunity.
So he said no face off, and that's the video there. But yeah, I don't know that there was a ton of animosity there, but Jon Jones is a particularly sensitive individual, so it's hard to say. I didn't think he seemed to have too much of an issue with the shoulder thing. He did take his hand off, but he didn't disengage after that. He still seemed open to speaking to him. I did think it was kind of weird he didn't want the face off. Maybe he's like, oh, well, people are going to use it as promos or whatever. That's the only thing I can think of, because I'll tell you, when I meet a fighter, like, and it was kind of weird with Brandon Moreno, I will say, but when I meet, like, a fighter, somebody, and like, yeah, I kind of want to get a face-off picture. Like, that's fun. To me. You know, I'm not saying, like, I want to fight you, but I'm, like, saying, like, you know, in the fighting world, that's just fun to have face-offs. You know, give me face-off pics with my friends. Give me face-off. You know, it's kind of almost like a selfie thing in the fight world. For people that think selfies are lame. Main thing is the hand on the shoulder. Jon clearly took offense, though. Yeah, Wyatt got a crazy story. So there I was skiing with the former Prime Minister of Australia. As you know, I'm not big on the slows, so how often do you ski with a diplomat? Am I right? Oh, that's badass. Actually, that was my first time. Damn, yeah, that's really cool. Hey, can you tell him to get some funding for Fights with Friends? He's a diplomat, right? Drunk with Bill Clinton's brother in the Dallas airport once. Oh, that's hilarious. Did he tell you all of Bill's secrets? because I imagine you probably know this, PBR, but like Bill Clinton, like he was straight up mafia before he was president. Like he was Arkansas mafia. Like this is how out there now. Like he ran the deals of like how the drugs came in, like helicopters to Arkansas. He was probably responsible for a couple of teenagers getting killed on train tracks in Arkansas. Look up the True Crime Podcast. Yeah, could have some interesting secrets. No, Arlovski's fighting now. They're just about to start. Did Arlovski fight? I'm flying planes outside for a while. Watch my cousin run around. Well, his arm swells up like a bee sting. So funny. Dude, you're like laughing at his broken arm. I'm pretty sure he should go to the hospital, man. PBR did enjoy his time on the island with old Bill. In Arkansas, yes, he ran that state. Yeah, it was absolutely wild. The fact that he ever became president. Fuck you, Ross Perot. No. I mean, not that Bill ended up being the worst president. There was worse ones. All right, out of the blue corner, out of Billy's town, Denver, Colorado. They call him the Cuddly Bear. Josh Copeland. Billy, take your brother to the hospital. He's like, dude, 2 more fights and you can go to the hospital. That's what I like to see. Fights, that's the addictiveness of Fights with Friends community, right? All right, now to the red corner out of Coconut Creek, Florida, presenting the former 2-time UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Pitbull, Andrei Arlovski. This lady just picked him up to go to ER. Calm down, boys. He will live. Oh. I will admit she was pissed I didn't take him, though. Just explain to her there's 2 more fights and you're going to take him. Kerry Hatley, the referee. Is there any more unassuming referee in the sport than Kerry Hatley? Like, this is like the most, like, I'm just not going to get in the way out of anybody. And he very rarely makes questionable decisions, not that I can remember. Good left hand there from Copeland. Remember, I said I almost skipped streaming this because I wanted to bet on Copeland. We'll see if I would have won money. Oh, there's a 3-punch combination from Copeland because he was at plus 200 underdog money. Arlovski sticking his tongue out like a sick 80-year-old at the doctor. Dude, he is a sick 80-year-old. In human years, he's 80 years old. Oh, big shots here from Copeland. And remember Arlovski's chin or lack thereof in most of his UFC time. Oh, there's a big right hand from Arlovski. Oh, thank goodness. There for a bit, I was thinking Billy was a little evil and was making him wait till after the fight. Ha! Mike about to put on a sick play-by-play for this fight. Oh, what a right hook from Copeland. Damn, the Cuddly Bear putting on a show here in the first round. Arlovski looking a little like a fish out of water. There's a good one, too, from Copeland. Where you at, Rob? I'm doing this. Rob asked me to do this. I mean, I've done it for everybody, but Rob specifically asked me. Copeland, a little slippage there. Slipping some punches there. He's got a cut on that right eye, though. I don't know when that happened. Maybe a clash of heads already. There's a lot of head clashing and cutting when it comes to BKFC. Look at that, July 19th, Usyk versus Dubois, too. I was wondering when the heavyweight champion was going to fight again. Usyk's fighting in less than a month. I didn't even know that fight was scheduled, or it's been so long I forgot. That happens in boxing. Did Arlovski find those big-ass red shorts at the local lost and found, right? PBR in high school, I did make my best friend wait to go to the ER with a broken nose so I could pick up a bag of herb. Wilder has a fight coming up or just fought? Yeah, I heard he was talking about fighting, but he was talking about fighting Francis Ngannou in a boxing match, which I don't know if that's a good idea for either one of those guys. Copeland really controlling the distance of this fight, where it's fought at. I don't know where the head clash came in, but it looks like Josh definitely got the worst of that. Good right hook from Copeland. Another good left hand from Josh. Oh, he's leading with his head some there, yeah. And Hatley's going to let you know about it in a professional and discreet such way that no one else knows. Until he quietly and politely takes a point away. Good one, too, there from Copeland. Oh, nice right hand in the clinch from the Cuddly Bear. Well, that right eye of Copeland's really bad, though. I mean, he's got a lot of blood coming out of that thing. You are not supposed to have blood coming out of your eyeball. Oh, good right hand there from Arlovski. There's a good left from Copeland. I do think that blood's starting to affect his eyesight here, though. 10 seconds left in the second. Oh, nice right hook there from Arlovski. And one of the body. I think we might be at a round apiece. I think that's Arlovski's round. He's fighting Tyrell Herndon. Never heard of him. Really, seriously? It's the 27th. I was about to say, why are we watching this and Wilder's fighting? Oh, okay. Oh, if he is fighting right now? Oh, I see. Wilder's fighting right now. Oh, yeah, we wouldn't be watching this. Oh, my goodness, Billy, you're so bad. Is your nose broken, buddy? Hang on, and I'll take you to the hospital, but got to make a stop first. Something Joey Diaz would do. The cousin with the broken arm isn't the same cousin with that had the broken nose, right? Tell me those are not the same person. Is this just a cousin that's just constantly breaking things? So after a while, nobody really pays much attention. Ten rounds. They want a Joshua fight this winter with. Oh my goodness, no. Not same person. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no way he should fight Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua will put him 6 feet under. Oh, there's a good right hook from Arlovski. Yeah, Wilder's got very little left in the tank, in my opinion. I mean, we seen him in his last bout. He couldn't pull the trigger. He's not going to get younger before the next one. Good left hook from Arlovski. Arlovski seems to be settling into this. I see that a lot, especially with guys that aren't BKFC veterans. It seems like they get better as the fight goes on. Like they are learning a lot in the time of one bout. Oh, good left hand there from Copeland. Because I suppose you can do all the the bag work, semi-sparring and stuff that you want. You can't spar with bare knuckles, so I guess you gotta kind of figure out what works and what doesn't while you're in there. Oh, good left hook there from Copeland. Arlovski is probably going to have the cardio advantage here. Arlovski doesn't look like he's breathing hard. Good left hand there from Arlovski. And Copeland also looks like he might have a smashed in nose. Oh, good right hook on the chin there from Copeland. There's a big one too from Arlovski. But those 3 seconds would be epic, Wyatt. Oh, Wilder shatters hand. 3 seconds of BKFC, all right? Oh, hey. Oh, thank you. There's only a couple more fights and I'll be done. Wife and kid is getting home from their Comic-Con thing. I guess William Shatner was there, so I wouldn't have minded to get meeting William Shatner, but I am not paying $120 for someone's autograph. I'm a grown-ass man. Sorry. If Misha Tate gives you a signed picture for free, I'm not paying $120 for a 90-year-old man's signature and picture. Oh, I think it's more for the picture. It's $120 just for the signature. Like, no. Oh man, Copeland. Yeah, he's doing a lot of blood. Oh, that's a bad gap. Oh my God! Do you guys see the hole in Josh Copeland's head? I don't think this can go on. It looks like someone took a nail and took the hammer and just banged it into his... Oh my God. Oh, there's no way they can get that to stop. Oh, it is huge. He has a giant hole in his head. Like a giant piece of head missing. Oh my God! Dude, there's a piece of his freaking skull's gonna fall out. Jesus! Good right hook on the chin there from Arlovski. That is horrible. That potential bet ain't looking too good. Yeah, no, I'm not regretting not going to the casino now. Good left hand there from Arlovski. Hey, you get enough drugs in him, you can push the clock, I guess, back 5-7 years. Copeland's also 42, which I did not realize right away. So it's not like he's young. Good right uppercut and a right hook from Arlovski, and there's a left. I thought Copeland was more like 39, which 3 years at that age I think makes a lot of difference. Copeland, hands down. Yeah, he is certainly not big on defense. Oh, man. Arlovski was ready to go for the guillotine. Instincts kicking in. Arlovski, such a legend. Yeah, and the dude doesn't ever seem to get credit for it anymore. I mean, he did like in the late 90s, early 2000s when he started. But he was fighting in the UFC in the late 90s, right? If it wasn't late 90s, that would have been early 2000s. Very early. Oh, good right hand, a right hook from Arlovski. I gotta look up his debut now because I'm curious. Oh, good combination there from Copeland. Yeah, I think Arlovski's winning this fight, though. So, Arlovski is... I think he was like 46. I was thinking he was like 46 years old. Oh my God, yeah. I hate to be the one to call a fight, but should this one really be going on? This is insane. Like, that is an insane hole in his head. Yeah, I can't argue with that one. They're going to stop the fights in between rounds. I mean, however they drill bowling, like holes in a bowling ball, it looks like that's what just happened to Josh Copeland. Yeah, Arlovski's 46. He started, I got to go back up, first professional fight. Yep, 99, M1. When was his first fight in the UFC? 2000. November 2000. So, yeah, this guy has been fighting and fighting and fighting. I think he might just love to fight. Won the belt in 04. Yes, sir. Swear those red shorts were on the shelf at the store when I was 6. Right? Rob out here saving Mike money. Ain't nothing a Band-Aid can't fix. Oh, dude, that's going to be some plastic surgery. Arlovski looks the same as he did when he's got a little cut under his eye, I guess. I mean, that's a good size cut, but compared to Copeland, Jesus. Compared to Copeland, he's about to walk the walk of on the supermodel stage. TKO, end of round 4 officially. All right. Since he is a legend, let's listen to Arlovski.
First of all, thank you for having me on BKFC. It's a whole different fucking world. Last time I had a bare knuckle fucking fight 30 years ago. But thank you very much. Thank you, my great team, Ivan, Nikolai, and really big. Hey, Paco and Focus, 12 you guys, Copperstan, make it do it tomorrow. Son, I love you, baby. Number 8, Andrei Arlovski. Guys, thank you very much. It's tough. You have a champion, Big Ben Roswell, but I beat your champ twice, so looking forward, to be honest with you.
So you feel like that is next. That's the elephant in the room. I don't think he'd care if I called him an elephant. Wow, and here comes Ben Rothwell.
There's Rothwell.
Ben, all right.
Here comes the stare down.
You saw the victory. He beat up on Copeland.
Damn, he's a big dude.
Are you impressed with this victory?
Listen, you better be really careful what you wish for, because if you fight me like that, I'm going to end your career.
Next fucking makes sense. I need one more to now fucking fight to feel my... And be honest, it will be a pleasure to dance with third time in the fucking BKFC for the title, my brother. You fucking beast, you tall, but you know that means how you try to look. You don't want to fucking scare me, my mother.
Final word, Ben.
You do not want to piss off Andrei Arlovski, though. Because I have a feeling he's going to take this outside of the cage. Oh, and Rothwell, he's going to... Oh, Rothwell shook his head now. Okay. It's like... Arlovski will pull some mafia shit on you. Like, this guy is not... I don't think he lives a normal life when he leaves the gym. Arlovski's 9 years older than Jones. Retire, right? Dude, no, don't retire. He's the same age as me, so it makes me feel young. It makes me feel young that someone as old as me can still fight, if that makes sense. Like, man, can you believe that old ass motherfucker is still fighting? Like, he's your age. Doesn't sound like as much of a compliment when you say it like that, but he is inspiring to us older fighters. All right, what the hell are these guys' names on the main event? I don't really remember. I was here for Arlovski and Copeland, but did Vander Holyfield make you feel young in his last bout? Oh my God. Yeah, that didn't give me anything to look forward to, that's for sure. It's like, Jesus, am I going to be that decrepit at 58 years old? Have another beer. Expedite the process. All right, Tony Loco and Ben Bonner for the interim lightweight title. Why is it an interim? You know, Billy? Billy was the first one to say it. I wonder if he knows why, though. Tony Loco, I like that. And this Ben Bonner guy is one of these guys that wears sunglasses inside, so I think he's going to be an interesting character. You never have a boring conversation with somebody who wears sunglasses inside. He was on roids, looked in great shape, and fought like someone regularly falls down the stairs. Dude, he fought like Joe fucking Biden. He fought like I would imagine Joe Biden would fight, or Donald Trump, or one of these old freaking 80-year-old assholes if they got into a ring. Wyatt, that Joe Biden mentality, yes, but imagine this. Imagine Trump on roids, like massive steroids. Imagine he's 80 years old and he just gets fucking ripped. He's going to press conference. He's fucking tearing up desks. He's punching holes in walls. If you remember, Trump and Snoop Dogg commentated the Holyfield versus Bell fight. Oh, yeah. I forgot Snoop was there with him. That's why people were pissed at Snoop. Red like Vince McMahon. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, okay. So we were talking about Jon Jones not fighting Tom Aspinall for $30 million. I think it's one of the most sexist things I've ever heard. And you might be like, sexist. Why is it sexist? Have you seen what some of these ladies did for exorbitantly less money with Vince McMahon or P. Diddy? Diddy was paying this lady's rent. He was paying her $10,000 a month. She was pissed on, shit on. They would do those freak-offs that were like 72, 80 hours straight. This lady was doing this for $10,000 a month. A month. I mean, this is like $500 a session. And for Jon Jones to turn down $30 million for 25 minutes of fighting someone, it is really just a slap in the face to every woman in America. Although, of course, Jon Jones is no secret to slapping women in the face. No stranger. I didn't run you off, did you, Rob? Did I, Rob? Sorry, Rob. All right, who's got the better ring card girls, though? UFC or BKFC? UFC might have the ones that look more like supermodels. They ain't going to do the stuff that those BKFC girls are going to do, though. Now I'm right here just super stoned. All right, brother. What you smoking on, man? Gorilla Glue? All right. I don't know any of these judges. Hopefully they got to be better than the MMA judges. We got Dan Mergliotta again for the referee. I forgot we should all wish Rob a happy birthday. It was his birthday recently. Oh, yes. Happy belated birthday to Rob. I'm going to have another beer. How unfortunate. But I gotta toast the drunk in charge. Beers and cheers. All right, guys. It is the main event of the evening for the BKFC Interim Lightweight Championship of the World. Sponsored by the YouTube Premium members and the donations. Chef Johnson and Jim PBR and Phil D. Roll updating their memberships today. Jim also Premium member. All right, out of the red corner, Ben Bonner. This is the guy that wears the sunglasses inside. If you didn't know that by watching his mannerisms. And out of Hickory, North Carolina, Tony Loco Soto. PBR was a hot minute ago. It was a little bit of time ago. Purple Punch strain flour and super sour diesel wax dabs. Oh no, is this Loco guy really pretending to throw a fireball? If you're pretending to throw a fireball, you better be drunk or 12. I like Street Fighter 2 as much as the next guy, but that's not grown men shit. All right, here we go. Loco in the blue tape. Bonner in the red tape. Oh, man, Bonner. Big right hook coming in aggressive. Nice counter left hook there from Bonner. He is cutting angles immediately. Oh, big combination of the body from Bonner. It's early. You never know in a BKFC bout, but there's a knockdown from Bonner. Bonner already looking to be the superior fighter here. Looking more skilled, but you never know. These fights can turn on a dime. There's a good left hand from Soto. Oh, Bonner coming out, just letting those hands go, though. Yeah, he wants that undisputed belt. 1 minute left in the first. We'll see if Loco can make it through the first round. Eats another right hook on the ear. Oh, good left hook to the body there from Bonner. And double right hook downstairs. As Bonner guy does not stop throwing punches. You got one of his arms tied up. He's still hitting you with the other one. 20 seconds left here in the first. Bonner dedicated to his craft. 10 seconds left here in the first. Oh, good right hand there from Loco. Nice right hook and a left hand there from Loco. Good counter left from Bonner. Big round, though, from Bonner. 10-8. All right, round 2 coming up. Let's go into the corner here of Loco. Yeah, Luis Palomino, he's a badass bare knuckle fighter. I gotta wonder though, who is that standing next to him? Was that his wife? Is that his girlfriend? 140 left in the second. Bonner looking pretty damn unhittable recently. Oh, and that might be a slip. We'll see. Yeah, they're gonna say that was not a knockdown. There was a punch involved, so it was kind of at Margliotta's discretion. Soto looking much better in this round. That was a good combination there. Much better. He's not looking up at the lights from the canvas. Oh, big left hook there from Loco. There's another one. Loco warming up here. Eats a right hook there from Bonner. Oh, Bonner's he's just got such great angles. The way he makes Loco miss, and Loco's a bit of a wide puncher anyways, and counters, he counters so quickly. Oh, there's a good counter left hook from Loco, though, saying that. Oh, and there's another right hand from Bonner. And that's another knockdown. Loco's down for the second time in 2 rounds. All right, round 3. Good right hand to the body there from Loco's. Much better. Oh, good counter left hook from Bonner. They are going back and forth. Now it looks like a bare knuckle fight. Oh, good left hand to the body there from Loco. Oh, Loco coming back, and Bonner is hurt in the corner. Oh, he got hit with some hard body shots. Bonner actually should probably should have taken a knee here. He just about knocked Loco through the ropes. I'm high, so forgive me, boys, but Arlovski fight yet. Oh, wow. Yeah, Arlovski won, man. He fought in a tag team match, though. It was him and Tim Sylvia versus Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell. If this Tony Loco guy wins, if this fucking game plan worked, I will be impressed. He was down in the first and second, getting knocked all over the place. But the dude is just relentless. And I think he might be breaking Ben Bonner down. Oh, good right hook to the body there from Loco. And you see Loco landing 41 strikes in the last round to 33 for Bonner. That's an insane amount of strikes for these guys to be landing in 2-minute rounds, though. Oh, and there's a huge combo from Bonner. 4-punch power combination. Yeah, no Arlovski called out Big Ben, though. Which I don't think he's going to beat Big Ben. I think Ben will put him to sleep. But good left hook to the body there from Loco. Loco having another good round here. But, I mean, if he can't get the finish, it's going to be pretty hard to come back on the scorecards from getting knocked down twice. Damn near impossible. Good left hook to the body from Bonner. Big right hook upstairs from Loco. Oh, double left hook from Bonner, and Loco comes back with a big left hook of his own. Bonner hands down at his waist. I mean, he's looking like a walking zombie right now, and he keeps throwing punches. Arlovski and Rothwell did, if that's what you got. Yeah, they fought. I think Arlovski said they fought twice, and I think Arlovski won both. But, I mean, Arlovski's 46 freaking years old now. Gotta go into Tony Loco's corner. His corner speaks English, and I need a translator. Oh, good counter left there from Bonner backing up. But, man, Loco just knows only one pace, and that's to keep moving forward, keep throwing shots. Good right hook to the body there from Loco. Bonner's he's just trying to make it to the bell. Just a zombie in there. Oh, good right hand and a left hook there from Loco. Good straight left there from Bonner, but with no knockdowns, even if you give Loco rounds 3, 4, and 5, Bonner would still win because he had knockdowns in rounds 1 and 2. Oh, big left hook there from Loco. And a right hand and another left hook, which is kind of crazy because if this fight... If they were to just say, hey, you guys got to fight until somebody's done, I don't think Bonner's making it a whole lot longer. Good left hook to the body there from Loco, who's just dominating this round. And you see, even when Loco misses badly, Bonner doesn't have the energy or wherewithal to counter like he did early in the fight. I think Bonner's, well, they might end up with the final round, though. That was a badass fight. Oh, they say Bonner took that on... late notice? Okay. That makes sense of this cardio, but man, he started out at a blistering pace. Wow, strikes 157 to 154 in favor of Bonner. Yeah, I would have thought Loco landed a lot more shots. Yeah, I don't see a path to victory for Tony Loco here. And it's unfortunate because he really came back well in the last 3 rounds, but you can't overcome all those knockdowns. And they are plentiful in BKFC. Tony Loco fought a lot like Tony Ferguson tonight in the last 3 rounds. I mean, just relentless pressure and activity. Great fight.
After completing the scheduled 5 championship rounds, here are the score totals from our judges at ringside. Don Curtis, 49-44. Dylan Turner, 47-46. Michelle Morales, 48-45. To the winner, by unanimous decision, and your new interim BKFC World Lightweight Champion, Ben the Bomber Honor!
Well, he was bombing in those first 2 rounds. That's for sure. Let's hear an interview from the champ here. Let's put the phone number up for anybody that wants to call in while we're still on air. Anybody wants to talk about the fights, the Jon Jones situation, anything you guys want to talk about. 425-791-8730.
Listen, he's one of the toughest men, and I mean toughest men I've ever shared the ring with. Fair play to him, but listen, like I said before, I'm the baddest man at 155 on this planet, and there's no other man that's gonna beat me. Not one single man. This is historic, Ben. 8 days notice now.
8 days notice for a 5-round bare knuckle championship bout. Wow.
Listen, when we all start in boxing and moving to Ben, we want to achieve this World Championship. That's the pinnacle of the sport, the highest of mountains. And tonight I achieved that. Listen, I have to give massive credit to Dave Feldman for giving me this opportunity. Nate Chuck, Mark Ramsden. Without these people providing me with the opportunity, I wouldn't be here. But Cyrus, we did it, baby.
And you destroyed my suit, but I love you anyway.
He just bled all over his suit. It'll come out at the dry cleaners, mostly. Alright, guys. 425-791-8730, the number to call in. That shares nickname Ben the Bomber Bonner. The Bomber Bonner. Close, though. Better than Ben the Boner Bonner. Yeah, Ben the Bomber Bonner. That would not be a good nickname. Oh, man, this guy's a bummer. He's always going in there and getting his ass kicked. Bomber, yes, sir. All right, 10 up in the chat. Hit that like and share button. I don't know when we're going to do the next one. So if you want to call in, it might be your last chance for a while. But if no one wants to call in, I'm going to cut this loose. The wife and kid are home from Seattle. And we did 2 streams today. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. I'll try to get more content up during the week. It is a struggle right now, though. Been working a lot. The streams are easier because it's fun. I'm just chatting with you guys. Yours, what about a monkey? See you fine asses later. Yes. All right, Robert. Have a good night, man. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.